everything's the name. Came through changing the game, doing my thing in my own lane. Every time you see me, I'm hitting them switches, sliding through with something super vicious. Who is this? Mr. Everything's the name. Came through changing the game, doing my thing in my own lane. Every time you see me, I'm hitting them switches, sliding through with something super vicious. Who is this?
What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Everything, bringing y'all low riders and horsepower, you dig? Rain, sleet, hail, snow, or shine, nothing and no one stops the grind. Not even the haters on the sidelines. Today, I'm bringing y'all a video with all the vehicles on one video. A lot of times I do separate videos showing y'all the projects, but this video is just going to be showing y'all everything that I'm doing to the vehicles at this current time. I already got the Lowrider out cruising, so I'm showing y'all the next thing I'm working on with that. Challenger, got stuff for it. The 300, got something for that, and the Trans Am. So, you know, just go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But if you have, thank you very kindly, you know. So, just watch it to the end. All right, so we're going to start off with the Lowrider. The last thing I did to the Lowrider was put on everything on the right side here. Brand new wheel bearings, inner and outer, wheel seal, caliper, rotor, and pads. Now, when I got all that stuff together, I didn't show y'all the bleeding of the brakes video because this would be my first time actually bleeding some brakes. I've done a lot of stuff to cars over the years, never really got into brakes. When my vehicles needed brakes, a lot of times I would either sell the thing, you know what I'm saying, or trade it for something else equally as raggedy. But on this, we moving forward, you know. So I'm gonna pop the back up real quick, show y'all what I've been doing. Oh. All right. It's the side with the low chain on it. That's why I did the little hop in there. But I'm about to show y'all what I did. Let me get on up in here. Now, got rear drums on the back. So I went to put on a wheel cylinder. That was a fail. You know what I'm saying? I got it in there, but getting the old one out, it wasn't my specialty. So what I did was right here, bam, went ahead and we, you know, cut it on off. Not cut it off, but you know, it's not going to the drum anymore. Took the wheel cylinder off, so at least I ain't losing no more fluid in the meantime. So I'm thinking about doing that to the other side because I get a little bit of scrubbing. Not because the drum, the shoes, or the drum is old, but because it just hadn't been adjusted right. When I had the person put these drums on, originally, they never got set properly. So, because they never got set properly, they kind of got a little scrubbing sound or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably do the same thing to the other side. Not doing that much this weekend because I really just want to cruise. But in the meantime, I won't lose no pressure and no more fluid. You dig? On to the next one. Let me see. I gotta get everything up out of here that I got for this Challenger. Hold on. All right, bam, there they go right there. 2 newer tires for the front. Let's look at what we working with right now. Bam, you know. Now this is the last of the good tire. Now, this tire has been on this car since I got this car. Now I done replaced the back a couple times now. Left side, you know, I did that some months ago. Now, this tire has been the best tire ever, but it's still gonna be time for it to go. I gotta get one more tire ride for this thing. I don't know if I'm gonna actually attempt to put them on myself or take it to the shop because it's gonna have to have a wheel alignment because that's why it's gonna eat up tires quicker. Now, these bad boys right here. See, these is 245, 45, 20s. That's the stock size that come on. These right here, just like the back, the thickies, the thickums. 245, 50, 20. So these things, as thick as they are in the back, they're going to be equally as thick in the front. Now, I would have put some 245, 45s on the front. Couldn't find that when I went to go look for tires. And I'm not gonna be mad at this because not only will I have more, traction or whatever, I'm still gonna have good tread up front, not no rubber bands. I'm kind of done with rubber band tires because, yeah, they be a lower profile and all that, but I mean, we're gonna fill up some of that wheel gap up in there too, so I'm happy with these, and that's the next thing I got for the Challenger. Now it's time to move on to this thing right here. Now, let me see, where should I start? All right, so for all y'all who need to catch up to speed, last thing I did to this was put the radiator on. I did put the fan on that I had also bought as well. New radiator hose, new clamps on down at the bottom one too. The fan does work when it gets up to temperature. I did have to bleed the line, bleed the cooling system. It's right there. So you let it go ahead. Let me get close for y'all. It's right here. So what you do is you turn the car on, let it run up to operating temperature, and you loosen that up. You can loosen it up either while the car is running or before you turn it on. So once you do that, the car gets up to temperature, it's going to start steaming, and then about to be juice everywhere. You know what I mean? So with that happening, I bled everything out, and now I have heat in there. You say, why do you need heat? We don't need heat for this time of year, but when it gets cold, you don't want to have to mess around with that. And without you actually bleeding the system and getting the air pocket out of there, because when you disconnect all this stuff and let fluid out and you turn it on, there's going to be a big air pocket in there. But you might not worry about the heat now because of the weather. But when it does get colder, you're going to wonder why you don't have no heat. And you won't have any heat if you do not bleed the line. So that's what I've done to this thing so far. Let me see. I ordered a part as well. I'm going to show y'all that part real quick. All right, now, this is the part that I ordered brand new, but this is not the actual part. This is my old part that goes to the 300. What is it, you ask? It is an upper radiator core support. Holds the radiator and the condenser and the fan, all that stuff in place. Also houses the headlights on both sides. And as you can see, it's broken right there. That's, what happened when it got broke. And so I ordered one of these online. Came a little over a week ago, and it was actually broke darn near in the same spot. Except for the new piece was actually just broke right here. So I had to send it all the way back, thus slowing down me getting the 300 back on the road. So that's the part I gotta get. As soon as they do my refund thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get another piece. But I'll probably just go ahead and grab one from a junkyard, because this piece, although it's broke, it got hit pretty hard in order for that to break. The parts that you order online, the brand new replacement part, the plastic that goes around the headlights and that bolts to the fender, it's very, very cheap. So actually at this point, a junkyard piece is better than the aftermarket pieces that they make it. So that's where I'm at on the 300. All right, Trans Am. Everybody loves the Trans Am. I love the Trans Am. And this thing here, for everybody, if you've been watching the channel, there's no engine in there. So I do have an engine. It's in another location, and I work on it every once in a while. I haven't did a video on it. I think I am going to do a video on this one soon to show y'all at least some progress, if not a parts list. This thing here, I need a transmission for it. Probably going to go with a 4L60E. It's not hard to find those, but that's going to be the next thing I get. And then I'll probably go ahead and get everything for the front and back. I'll get pads, rotors, wheel bearings, everything brand new down below. The only thing I've done to this so far, I've got all 4 new tires on it since I've had it. I got brand new stabilizer links. I did rattle can. Let me lift this thing. I have the strength of God to be able to lift this thing like Thor and the hammer. But I did paint underneath it here, and you couldn't tell because there's so much god dang dust. But it's time to touch it up, clean it up, but I won't worry too much about it until I know I got the engine and stuff getting ready to go up in here. So that's what it looked like up under there. And I think I'm just gonna set the winter time for the time to be able to really start working on this, because it was all about everything else. I had to make sure that this thing is gonna be ready to ride even before summer is out. All I need to do is get that piece. I mean, I do need to get that piece. I do need rear rotors real bad. Rotors on the front, new pads, all that stuff. I really need all of that. Need to put a brand new tire on the back. I did. That's a replacement tire, but it's not the full one, because all the other 3 tires is just a shade bigger. Not too much, just a little bit bigger of a sidewall. But that's it for that. And then you know this one is out in the streets all the time. And then you know this one right here just now recently hit the street. So I'm not doing nothing major to this one right now, because I want to be able to cruise this thing on the weekend and enjoy it. So both of them gonna be out anyway. So that's basically the lineup, everything I got going on, giving y'all all the vehicles on one video. All right, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Just plan on having a lot of fun this weekend, cruising and just, you know, giving the vehicles some personal attention, you know, because they sit out in that sun. And so, you know, got to start doing more to actually, you know, clean them up, keep them all together, and keep those projects pushing forward. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed y'all watching this video. You could be anywhere watching anything, but you here watching Mr. Everything. You know what I mean? So rain, sleet, hail, snow, or shine, nothing and no one stops the grind. Not even the haters on the sidelines. I am Mr. Everything, bringing y'all low riders and horsepower, you dig? Till next time, I'm out.